A high school student dies when police say his truck crashed on a Laurel County road. How the teenager is being remembered tonight.
As shoppers prepare to head to the malls and shopping centers on Thanksgiving night and Black Friday, Lexington police tell us what they're doing to protect them from thieves.
Winter weather just around the corner. I've got your exclusive winter weather forecast with snowfall totals just ahead.
This is WKYT News at 6.
Good evening. A devastating loss for a Laurel County high school just as Thanksgiving break begins. Investigators say a student died in a crash while on his way to school.
They say 17-year-old Jacob Downey's truck hit a utility truck on the Hal Rogers Parkway this morning. He was a student at North Laurel High School. Phil Pendleton talked to the school's principal. It's our top story at 6.
A horrible sight to be seen along this busy London roadway as the school day was just beginning.
I've worked probably 50 or 60 of these fatality wrecks in the last 20 years, and this is one of the worst impacts, worst damage to the vehicles I've ever seen.
Police say 17-year-old Jacob Dale Downey was on his way to school about 8:30 when something caused him to cross over into the opposite lane of traffic, and his pickup and a Pike utility truck hit head-on.
Don't believe there was any alcohol or drugs involved. Of course, we do a blood test on him. Don't believe speed was a factor.
The crash happened about 8:30 this morning, and by 10 o'clock, the principal says most of the student body was made aware of the tragedy that had just taken place. Jacob's family is well known in the school system as both his parents have worked for the district.
He was just a student who showed up to school every day. He was a great student, well respected by his peers and teachers.
A crisis team was called in to help students deal with the loss.
But we've set up our library as kind of an area where the kids can come and just be with other kids and just to grieve and talk about the good times.
Police say the driver of the utility truck was taken to a London hospital for treatment. In Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Police say the speed limit is 55 on that stretch of the Hal Rogers Parkway where the accident happened. They say it used to be 45 miles per hour.
A Montgomery County elementary school has been dealing with a similar loss. Science teacher Sheila Baker died in a crash last Friday. So today, students and teachers at Mapleton Elementary School spent the day remembering her. Hillary Thornton shows us their special tribute.
Purple wreaths marking the entrance to Mapleton Elementary School.
Purple was her favorite color.
As purple ribbons and shirts fill the hallways, students piece together paper chains filled with handwritten memories and messages of gratitude.
Thank you for teaching me. I remember when we made butter and crackers. I had fun with you. Thank you so much. I know you loved all of us. I will be praying for you.
School leaders say Baker brought her creativity and passion for science to Mapleton for 3.5 years, a part of the Montgomery County school system for more than a decade.
Her love and passion for education will be greatly missed.
Baker's role as a science teacher here at Mapleton Elementary allowed her to interact with all 700 of the students, leaving a big impact on the entire school. One by one, each of those hundreds of young students went outside sharing in a special poem.
100 years from now.
Then each class releasing a balloon in memory of their teacher.
Was a very creative, loving individual. She was very dedicated. I can say she was probably one of the most selfless individuals I've ever had the honor to know.
The balloon release then ending with a song they say Mrs. Baker loved, remembering their science teacher by her passion and ability to bring happiness to each of their lives. In Montgomery County, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Kids making the best of it. Baker's visitation continues until 9 o'clock tonight at Tall Funeral Home in Mount Sterling. Her funeral will be tomorrow afternoon at 1 at the gym of Montgomery County High School.
Tonight, we are tracking the investigation into a shooting near a Lexington shopping center. It happened just after 1 this afternoon behind the Parkway Center shops off Eastland Parkway. Lexington police say they found a man shot near a vehicle. He was taken to the hospital, but his condition is not known tonight. Police say he was alert when they found him. They have not made any arrests in the case. Police do not think this is connected to a shooting yesterday that happened during a robbery on nearby Jennifer Road. New tonight, we have received surveillance video showing a man who police police say broke into a Lexington business through the roof. It happened overnight at the Pandaria Bakery on West New Circle Road. Police say the man used a wooden pallet to reach the roof. Then he got into the store through a vent. Surveillance video shows him opening a cash register to steal money. Police say he set off an alarm when he ran out the back door. Workers at the business hope someone recognizes the burglar.
Everybody's trying to run an honest business here for the community, and trying to offer the best, but things like that affect the whole business, and it's just frustrating for everybody.
At last check, Lexington police had not made any arrest in the case.
Today, Governor Steve Beshear restored voting rights to thousands of felons. The governor signed the executive order this morning. This affects felons who have completed the terms of their sentence, have no pending criminal cases, charges, or arrests, and have not been convicted of violent or sex-related crimes, bribery, or treason.
At some point in their lives, they've been in trouble with the law. We ignore the fact that they have paid for their crimes and have served out their sentences.
In a statement, House Republican floor leader Jeff Hoover said it should be up to the legislature, not one person, to address issues like this. About 140,000 Kentucky citizens with past convictions will be immediately eligible to have their voting rights restored. Governor-elect Matt Bevin has said he opposes resettling Syrian refugees in Kentucky until it can be determined if refugees pose any risk to Kentuckians. His comments came after the terror attacks in Paris, France. This afternoon, he sat down with CBS News to talk about his stand on the issue, and CBS also talked to a Syrian family. They have resettled in Louisville. You'll see that story tonight on the CBS Evening News, which follows WKYT News at 6.
First comes the turkey, then comes the shopping. Many people will be spending Thanksgiving night and the day after buying Christmas gifts, and Lexington police want to make sure those shoppers don't become easy targets for thieves. Police say car break-ins and package thefts spike this time of year. New at 6, Kristen Kennedy talks to police about what they're doing to keep you safe.
Expect to see a lot more officers patrolling shopping centers this weekend.
Obviously, it's a busy time of year here at all our retailers, and unfortunately, it's a busy time of year for some would-be thieves who may like to cash in on that.
Lexington Police Lieutenant Kevin Metcalf has 2 pieces of advice he wants shoppers to keep in mind as they head out into the hustle and bustle after those turkey dinners.
I know it seems kind of simple, but leaving your car unlocked makes a very easy target for a criminal. We really discourage people leaving valuables, purses, electronics out in plain view. It's just kind of inviting a thief to try to get what you have.
Mall managers want to make sure that you feel safe when you walk inside to go shopping too.
We work very closely with the Lexington Police Department and local law enforcement, along with off-duty police officers, to make sure that our security program is enforced throughout the entire holiday season. We have measures in place inside and outside of the mall to make sure that everyone has a comfortable, enjoyable experience.
Sarah Enlow with Fayette Mall tells shoppers officers will be patrolling stores and lots.
We'll have thousands of people that'll be here for shopping really throughout the whole weekend and through the holidays. We've extended hours.
They open at 6 p.m. on Thanksgiving. In Lexington, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
Fayette Mall will be open through 10 the night of Black Friday. For a list of stores that we know of opening on Thanksgiving Day, just go to WKYT.com.
Well, you could feel it this past weekend. Winter is just around the corner, and these scenes from last winter are probably still fresh in your mind. 2 major snowstorms hit the bluegrass just a few weeks apart in February and March. It was a snowy finish to the winter for sure. So many people, of course, are wondering if we'll see more of the same this winter. Well, this guy right here is really excited about what he's going to show us. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey joins us with an exclusive winter weather forecast. You've been working on this for months.
Yeah, I started really looking at everything, the patterns in late summer, Sam, and then I followed them right on through the fall, and I'd like to go back and see what I can find from prior years to see if anything kind of matches up with where we are. But this winter, we're going for 3 in a row of cold and snowy. Everything hinges upon El Nino, and El Nino, by the way, is the abnormal warm waters of the Pacific near the equator. This is one of the strongest El Ninos on record, but it's unlike any of the other 2. We've only had 2 strong El Ninos, by the way, in modern times that we know about. This one is unlike those 2. The warmest waters are out into parts of the central Pacific. So unlike the prior 2 strong El Ninos, the warmest waters were centered near the coast of Peru. Those turned into very warm winters around here, but this one does not look like those. This should weaken dramatically, by the way, as we get into the second part of winter. One other thing that has really been catching my attention, we first pointed this out back in the fall of 2013, this big warm pool of water off the west coast of the United States. That promotes a lot of warm air across the western part of the country. This is the same setup with those warm waters off the west coast that we've had with the past 2 winters. And remember how those turned out? Well, this one's probably not going to turn out in exactly the same form or fashion. El Niños around here typically are a little colder than normal across the southern half of the country, especially with some of the stronger ones. I see no reason to really deviate from that. We will be a little warmer than normal across the northern part of the country. What about snowfall around here? Active southern jet stream in El Nino should mean above normal snows from the I-64 corridor and southeast especially. Farther north you go, we're still talking about normal, if not a little bit above normal, but those higher totals may be centered across the eastern and southeastern corner of Kentucky. Here's a little breakdown of what I expect month by month. December slightly above normal for the temperatures with a lot of back and forth, normal snowfall, a couple of inches within normal. January, now we start to see winter settling in near normal temperatures with slightly above normal snowfall. February turns snowy and cold around here. That is the highlight or the low light of the wintertime, depending on your perspective, with the heaviest snows likely similar to last winter, though not anything like last winter, coming the deeper we get into the second half of the wintertime. 2 years in a row now, we've hit the bold prediction. Can we make it 3 in a row? This is a pattern that can give us a major wind-driven winter storm across our part of the world. Chances are that comes during the second half of winter. And guys, that'll be something that we'll watch closely for as we go through the next few months.
There you have it.
Do you have your snow shovel ready or somebody to shovel the snow for you?
I better get on that, right?
Sounds like we need to be prepared. Thank you, Chris. Tonight, the UK basketball team playing its first game since becoming the #1 ranked team in the country.
Boston University will be in Rupp Arena to take on the Cats. Rob Bromley joins us now with a preview of tonight's game. Hi, Rob.
Hello, and if Boston University sounds familiar, it should, because the Terriers were here just last season. The game was in November. Kentucky pulled away and won it, 90-89-65. But Boston U put up a good fight. This team has everybody back, and the Cats expect another fight tonight.
I expect it from them, like the aspect from every other team, to come and bring us their best. When people come in to play the University of Kentucky, they know they're playing. They have to bring their best, and we know that they're going to be energetic to play. And we can't back off and think any different of any other team.
I mean, it's Kentucky. So whether you're getting every team's best shot, I know that you guys have heard that before, but whether it's at home or on the road, you're getting that other team's best shot.
Freshman Isaac Humphreys missed the Cats game against Wright State. He had a foot injury, but he has been practicing, and we may very well see him tonight. So that's good news.
Rob, thank you. It is a late tip tonight, 9 o'clock on the SEC Network. New tonight, we have learned Lexington's Food for Fines program is off to a good start.
The Lexington Parking Authority says it collected 1,000 cans the first week and cleared more than 60 parking citations. Anyone who owes money can bring in 10 cans to have $15 taken off parking citations. The program continues through December 18th.
Dozens of Central Kentucky children will be getting a new ride for Christmas. Workers at Audi of Lexington are assembling 70 new bikes for children in the Big Brothers Big Sisters program. They're also taking donations for more new bikes over the next few weeks, and Audi will match what's donated. Big Brothers Big Sisters leaders say they're grateful for the support.
Audi, we're just so thankful for them because they're stepping up, and we hope other sponsors will step up and corporate partners, community partners will step up. We can't thank them enough.
Each child in the Big Brothers Big Sisters program will be brought to Audi the Saturday before Christmas and given a bike that fits their size and age.